Hi everybody, this is Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and I am here today with a video for you to show you one of my new favorite products in our Occasions catalog, and that is the Brusho crystal colors for watercoloring. First off, I am sorry it has been so long since I have posted a video. The last one was over the holidays, and you know what, life got in the way, but I'm back and ready to go and share this with you. I had a lot of fun creating the backgrounds for these. So this was the first one I did, and this is one really that got me hooked. And I created this background, and I'm going to show you how I did the background part. I'm not going to show you the foreground today, but I used the Brusho for this, and I'm going to show you how I did that one. And then I did this one the other night on a live over on my business page, and I used the Brusho to make the background. And then I stamped and embossed, and then I fussy cut it out to make this butterfly piece for this card, which I love the way the colors just blend and model together. So like I said, I'm going to show you how to do those. I'm really into making the background papers with the Brusho. Look at this one. Didn't that turn out nice with the red and the yellow? And I made this one, which is similar to this, so I can make another one of these cards. But again, I'm not doing that on this video. That'll be another video. I just really love these backgrounds. And then this one I did with just the red and the blue, and I like the way it modeled purple. And another one, look at that, isn't that pretty? So I'm going to show you today how to make these backgrounds with just a couple colors. So many different possibilities. Okay, so what you'll need is you'll need your Brusho. You're going to need your watercolor paper. Okay, I'm using my heavy craft mat. You're going to need an aqua painter. I'm going to use my heavy craft mat and my artist tape or painter's tape. I found that the artist tape stayed down a little bit better with the amount of water that I'm using. So I would recommend that, but either one's fine. This one stuck a little bit better because I'm using a lot of water on this to get the effect that I want. So you can go ahead and adhere it down to a piece of paper if you don't like mess. This is definitely a messy technique. I just wanted to adhere it to my mat because I wanted a nice stiff surface. All right. You're also going to need your mini mister filled with water. All right. So when you get your Brusho, it's going to come in this cute little box, and we've got 5 colors. We have a blue, a yellow, an orange, a green, and a red. When you get them, you will be tempted to pull this tab and open the whole thing up. Please don't do that, because then when you go to put it on your paper, you're going to be getting a lot at one time, and you might not be able to customize your project like you'd like to. So what I did is I stuck a thumbtack in the top, as it was recommended, to just make one tiny little pinhole. Hold on, come here. And more than enough powder comes out. Okay, so that's enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead and take my colors out, and I think today I'm going to do a red-green thing because I haven't played with the red and green yet. So I'm going to do those together. All right, so the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mini mister, and I'm going to soak this piece of watercolor paper. And you can use our watercolor paper, you can use any watercolor paper really. You just want to use a watercolor paper that's got some texture to it so that you get some nice blending of the backgrounds. Okay, so I'm going to take my thumbtack out, and I am just going to tap. Okay, and you can see this is kind of like a green blue. I haven't done this color first before, but you can see how it's just spreading when it hits the water. All right, so that's the green, and that one's called moss green, and now I want to use some of the brilliant red. And there was some blue in that moss green. That's kind of cool. I like that you don't know what you're going to get until you do it. That's the part that really intrigues me. So let's just get some more color here. Okay. Keep your paper towels handy. You're going to need them. You can use as many colors on my on this butterfly. I used all the colors on my live, and that's the way they blended together. And on some of the other ones, I just used a couple colors. All right, so I have those there. Let me go ahead and hit this with my mini mister. And just look at the way those colors all mushed together to make that background. Like I said, this is messy. I love it. I love it. And if you see an area where you didn't get anything, that's what you want to use your aqua painter for. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in here. I don't want to make this brown, so I don't want to mix too much of the green with the red. I maybe want to add a few more crystals. I just don't know which ones. Maybe I should throw some blue in here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Throw some blue in. Let's see. Whoops, a little too much. Yeah, a little too much, but that's okay. My hole is getting a little bit bigger as I keep playing with it. But that's kind of cool. Look at the way it's spreading. I use a little too much blue, but that's okay. I'm going to change the direction of my spray here. Look at that. I like the way it runs off. I like this look to make the really cool background papers. All right, and I think I'm going to add in, you know what, I want to add in a little bit more red because that blue just overpowered, which, well, I was heavy-handed. So let's go ahead and get some red in here. The way this is going to turn out, though, it's going to be gorgeous. A gorgeous background piece. Let me add some more water. Like I said, I know it looks like a mess right now, but when it dries, it'll be so pretty. So you can pick your pad up, you know, and move it around if you like. I haven't done that. I've just let mine sit. I do take my paper towels and I blot the excess here because there's some areas I just don't want it sitting in the water. I teach art too, so I don't mind a messy palette if I'm going to get what I want out of the background, out of the final piece. So this is just really cool. This is a nice, it wasn't supposed to turn out like an Americana piece, but this is going to end up being a nice Americana background. And what would be fun when I use it as a background piece, I actually know now exactly what I'm going to do with it. So if I use it as a background piece, and I'll have it posted on my blog when I'm done with it, I'm probably going to use our party pandas from Celebration and have our panda hold a balloon because we have some red honeycomb piece balloons, and I think that would be really, really cool to have my panda holding the red balloon on this patriotic type background. So that's really cool. So all right, my paper is very bowed because it is very, very wet. We know that. I'm going to leave it taped down, and leaving it taped down, it's going to settle again and dry nice and flat. And then you want to go ahead and use a really strong adhesive like your Fast Fuse to get it to adhere to your base. Let's go put a little more red right there because I'm missing some color right there. Just a little bit. I know some of you are going, okay, that's enough, but I'm missing. There we go. Look at that. Check that out. Isn't that cool? All right, I think I want to do it right there here too because I'm just a little bit. And you can take it too far. You got to know when to stop. But yeah. Isn't that nice? I love that. And yes, I am definitely going to use a panda from Party Panda. So I made this birthday card last month. It was one of my classes. Where is it? Let me get that for you. All right, so one of my classes last month was this happy birthday card with the cute little panda on it and the balloon. All right, so I can totally picture the panda on this scalloped circle without saying happy birthday, but with the red honeycomb balloon on it on top of that background for a card. Wouldn't that be pretty? That whole Americana theme. So I may not know what I want to do going into it, but it definitely speaks to me afterwards. So let me blot a little bit more. Yeah. That'll flatten out nicely, and then I'll have a gorgeous background to go ahead and stamp on, or stamp and build onto. So again, I just wanted to show you the Brusho. Now there's a couple other different things that you can do with it, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So I'm going to take one of my blocks, because I'm going to use it as a palette. I'm going to put just a little bit of the green on it, just sprinkle a couple little flakes on there. Okay, and I'm going to wet it. Actually, I'm going to wet it with my water brush. Well, you can't really see the green that much on the camera, so hold on. Let me have some paper towels handy. Let me clean this off. Let me go with a darker color that you can see. Actually, you know what? If I do that, you can see it. All right, so let's go with the orange. And I want to be careful not to get it on my piece. Here. Okay, so I don't know if you can see those flakes that are on there. There's a few. Let me hold that up for you. Can you see those on there? All right, so now we're going to take our water brush, and if we take our water brush, we activate it. Can you see that? And then I can go ahead and go to my watercolor paper and just watercolor, just like you do any other time. And you can mix your Brusho flakes together to get other colors. Really, really cool product. Brusho's been around for a while, but I didn't know of it because it wasn't in our Stampin' Up! Catalog. And now that it is in our Occasions catalog, it's $30 for the set of 5. Add, you know, a couple other things to it, maybe some adhesive, maybe some watercolor paper, and then you qualify for a free celebration item. Starting tomorrow, starting Friday, February 16th, we have new celebration items that are coming out as well, and the link will be below this video, as well as on my Facebook page and on my blog. So again, if you have any questions using Brusho or any other techniques or products that I use in any of my videos, please feel free to ask. You can contact me at randycollins.247@gmail.com. You can shop directly for any of these products that I'll have linked below on my Stampin' Up! Page at randycollins.stampinup.net. Locally, my customers and I meet. We do several events a month. If you're local in Maryland, you can get my information off my site. You can go ahead and check out the calendar, and I would love for you to come join us and do some of this stuff in person. So again, thank you for watching. This is Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and have a great day.